Abandon. Stop doing. To stop doing something before it is finished, or to stop following a plan, idea, etc. Dictionary example: the match was abandoned because of rain. Learner example: how would you feel if you established a long-time plan for your career and then you had to abandon it? Abnormal. Different from what is normal or usual, in a way which is strange or dangerous. Dictionary examples: abnormal behavior. They found abnormal levels of lead in the water. Learner example: the cost of it for the Chinese population is an abnormal level of pollution that causes many deaths every year. Abortion. A medical operation to end a pregnancy when the baby is still too small to live. Dictionary example: she had an abortion. Learner example: some of these problems are serious and should be eliminated, such as abortion and domestic violence. Aboard. On or onto a plane, ship, bus, or train. Dictionary example: welcome aboard flight BA 109 to Paris. Learner example: competition entry. Welcome aboard on the flight to ancient Rome. Please fasten your seatbelts. Abortion. A medical operation to end a pregnancy when the baby is still too small to live. Dictionary example: she had an abortion. Learner example: some of these problems are serious and should be eliminated, such as abortion and domestic violence. Absolutely. Used to strongly agree with someone. Dictionary examples: do you think it helped his career? Absolutely. It was an excellent film though. Absolutely. Learner example: so have the Swedish grandparents got funkier? Absolutely. Absorb. To understand and remember facts that you read or hear. Dictionary example: it's hard to absorb so much information. Learner example: you will have only 3 school, and that make it easier to absorb the new knowledge. Abuse. An action or activity that is morally wrong or not allowed. Dictionary example: the politician's behavior was an abuse of power. Learner example: it is a vast resource of information, but the abuse of it may have detrimental consequences. Accelerate. To start to happen more quickly, or to make something start to happen more quickly. Dictionary example: inflation is likely to accelerate this year. Learner example: fashion has always been changing, but I think this process accelerated after the Second World War. Acceptable. Allowed or approved of. Dictionary example: smoking is less and less socially acceptable. Learner example: they should teach them what is right and wrong, and what is morally and socially acceptable. Acceptance. When you accept something. Dictionary examples: his acceptance of the award was controversial. There is a growing public acceptance of alternative medicine. Learner example: the main reason for the fast food groceries winning acceptance in Swedish culture is lack of time. Accepted. Agreed or approved by most people. Dictionary example: an accepted spelling 10. Learner example: competition can also be an accepted form of expression of one's aggression. Accessory. Something extra which is not necessary, but is attractive or useful. Dictionary examples: bathroom accessories, computer accessories. Learner example: they find pleasure in looking at different clothes, shoes, accessories, gadgets, and home furnishings. Acclaimed. Praised by a lot of people. Dictionary example: the acclaimed singer and songwriter. Learner example: in order to avoid embarrassing inconsistency in the next meeting, I suggest inviting Colin Briggs, the acclaimed footballer, to talk to his fans. Accomplish. To succeed in doing something good. Dictionary example: I feel as if I've accomplished nothing all day. Learner example: to accomplish this, schools should try to respect the individuality of each child, give them chances to think more freely. Accordance. In accordance with STH. In the way described by a rule, law, or wish. Dictionary example. Both companies have insisted that they were acting in accordance with the law. Learner example. Although they do not earn much money in this profession, they try to do their best and judge in accordance with the law, which they also have to interpret. Account. By all accounts. As said by a lot of people. Dictionary example. The party was, by all accounts, a great success. Learner example. I have known Michael Van Cleef for over 2 decades now, and he is, by all accounts, an exemplary worker. Accumulate. To increase in amount over a period of time, or to make something increase over a period of time. Dictionary example. The chemicals accumulate in your body. Learner example. Rainwater then accumulates in the reservoir. Accusation. When you say that someone has done something bad. Dictionary example. He made a number of accusations against his former colleagues. Learner example. I have enclosed the distribution chart in order to prevent you from making further accusations. Accustomed. Accustomed to doing STH. If you are accustomed to something, you have experienced it often enough for it to seem normal to you. Dictionary examples. I've worked nights for years now, so I've grown accustomed to it. She isn't accustomed to dealing with so much media attention. Learner example. I am quite accustomed to being with many kinds of people of different ages. Acknowledge. To accept that something is true or exists. Dictionary example. He acknowledged that there was a problem. Learner example. They fully acknowledge the need to keep fit as a part of being a healthy and well-educated person. Say received. To tell someone, usually in writing, that you have received something they sent you. Dictionary example. He sent a letter acknowledging receipt of her application. Learner example. Follow-up job as interpreter. I acknowledge receipt of your recent correspondence. Acquaintance. Someone who you know but do not know well. Dictionary example. He's just a business acquaintance. Learner example. Should you not give us a printed apology, I would seriously consider recommending all my friends and acquaintances not to trust your future articles. Action. Legal action. A legal process in a court. Dictionary example. They are planning to take legal action against the company. Learner example. If we do not get a satisfactory answer to this letter, apologizing and offering the compensation that the students deserve, we will have no other option but to take legal action. Action. Out of action, damaged or hurt and not able to operate or play sports. Dictionary examples. I'm afraid my car's out of action. They've got 3 players out of action. Learner example. The air condition in my room was out of action and the hotel manager didn't care. Action. Course of action. Something that you can do in a particular situation. Dictionary example. I think the best course of action would be to write to him. Learner example. However, I believe that the best course of action in this case is to give our student a refund. Active. Volcano. An active volcano could throw out rocks, fire, etc. at any time. Dictionary example. Mount Etna in Sicily is one of the world's most active volcanoes. Learner example. The beautiful, crystal blue sea and the small white houses, the bright orange of the sky during the evening, and the unidentified color of the volcanic rocks around the great, active volcano, are just a few of the colors that paint the natural beauty of Thera. Adaptation. The process or act of changing to suit a new situation. Dictionary example. Evolution occurs as a result of adaptation to new environments. Learner example. This varies from one person to another, it depends on everyone's priorities and degree of adaptation their new communities. Addictive. If something is addictive, it makes you want more of it so that you become addicted. Dictionary examples. Tobacco is highly addictive. The problem with computer games is that they're addictive. Learner example. Serial dramas are addictive. It is not unknown for whole countries to come to a standstill because an important revelation will be made on television. Address. Deal with. To deal with a problem. Dictionary example. We have to address the issue problem before it gets worse. Learner example. On balance, I would say that increasing the price of petrol to solve traffic and pollution problems is certainly a viable, although maybe not the best, way to address the issue. Administration. The work of organizing and arranging the operation of something, such as a company. Dictionary example. The job involves a lot of administration. Learner example. For schools, it is much easier in terms of administration. Administrative. Relating to the organization and management of something. Dictionary example. The work is largely administrative. Learner example. The engineers and administrative staff must be able to work in both English and French, whereas German would be an asset. Administrator. Someone who helps to manage an organization. Dictionary example. She is an administrator at the hospital. Learner example. As an ex-army officer and an administrator in an international firm, I am learning to work as a member of a team. Adult. Not a child. Having finished growing. Dictionary example. An adult male rat. Learner example. Tony Soprano is the bad kid every adult male. Advisor. Someone whose job is to give advice about a subject. Dictionary example. A financial advisor. Learner example. Some of our financial advisors could provide your students with the latest methods used in accounting and in developing new business projects. Affluent. Having a lot of money. Dictionary example. Affluent families, nations, neighborhoods. Learner example. Children who come from poor families are more mature and responsible than those children coming from affluent families. Affordable. Cheap enough for most people to be able to buy. Dictionary example. We need more affordable housing in this area. Learner example. They are very pleased with the affordable fares, however, they are more inclined to comfort. After. Despite. Dictionary example. I can't believe he was so rude to you after all the help you've given him. Learner example. But, even after earning more in 2001, the women still do not earn as much as men on average earned $20,363 in 1997. After. After all. Used to say that something happened or was true although you did not expect it to happen or be true. Dictionary example. Helen couldn't come to the party after all. Learner example. Cars still enter the city, so there will be pollution after all. Against. To have a reason not to like someone or something. Dictionary example. I've got nothing against him personally, I just don't think he's the right man for the job. Learner example. If you have nothing against taking public transport, I suggest taking a bus. Agency. An international organization or government department. Dictionary example. An international development agency. Learner example. Television conveys the weather forecasts and any warnings issued by the government agencies, such as flood alerts. Agenda. A list of subjects that people will discuss at a meeting. Dictionary example. There are several items on the agenda. Learner example. Your memo was one of the points on the agenda for last week's meeting. Aggression. Angry or violent behavior towards someone. Dictionary example. An act of aggression. Learner example. However, it can turn into a terrible form of violence and aggression, where the very sense of competition is forgotten and only wild instincts prevail. Aggressive. Using forceful methods and determined to succeed. Dictionary example. An aggressive marketing campaign. Learner example. Our competitors pursue a more aggressive marketing strategy, despite the fact that they offer inferior products. Ago. Long ago. If something happened long ago, it happened a great amount of time ago. Dictionary examples. I think we met once, long ago. It was not long ago that I last saw him. Learner example. Not so long ago, You could ring each Dutch doorbell of your choice at 6 p.m., and you'd find the whole family gathered around the kitchen table, having their supper. Agree. Be the same. If two descriptions, statements, etc. agree, they are the same. Dictionary examples. Her notes do not agree with what I remember happening. Does the information in the two reports agree? Learner example. This does not agree with the intentions of our program. Ahead. Ahead of time, schedule. Dictionary example. We finished the project ahead of schedule. Learner example. However, a bonus will be given if the project finishes ahead of schedule. Aid. Help. Money, food, or equipment that is given to help a country or group of people. Dictionary examples. Emergency aid was sent to the flood victims. Aid workers. Learner example. Many people in poorer nations die without proper medical aid. Aid. In aid of. In order to collect money for a group of people who need it. Dictionary example. A concert in aid of famine relief. Learner example. It would be an honor for us students at the center if you could attend our sports function in aid of stressed out kids and present the prizes. Aid. With the aid of STH. Using something to help you. Dictionary example. She can walk with the aid of a stick. Learner example. The newest computer can handle data that human brains cannot, and therefore all scientific research is carried out with the aid of computers. Aid. Equipment. A piece of equipment that helps you to do something. Dictionary example. Teaching aids such as books and videos. Learner example. Also, it would be an excellent aid if a new laser printer was bought, so as to make more copies in less time. Thanks for watching.